Sir.
My girl birthday today. That's why I was like, oh, let me.
Yep. I hear you. What is up, everybody? We are back again with another big video today, y'all. Big video today, y'all. Very interesting video right now. As you can tell by the thumbnail, you already know what's gonna go down today. I was picky on what I want to make the thumbnail today. It was either gonna be the Pedro Wemby situation, or there's gonna be conversations about the big three in the NBA: KD, Curry, or LeBron. If you guys want to see that next episode, I will make that, and then we'll talk about that situation. But right now, we're gonna make this real nice and short because my calls had to get out of here, and I got things like I gotta get done today, so we're trying to hurry this up. But with all being said, this has been Average Knowledge. I am your co-host, Aramis.
I'm Ray Daniels.
And let's get right into it, yo. All right. My man, how you been, bro? How you been?
Man, out here in Charlotte, not too bad. The weather is a little bit better today. It's about 55, 60. So it's a little cold, but it's good to go. What's going on? What's going on in the Buff?
Hey, man, listen, man. I'm tired of shoveling the snow, dog. I shoveled it one time because my pops, he's been, hovering over the snow, trying to get to his car, trying to get to the door. You know what I'm saying? I had to shovel, and it snowed even more. I said, man, I'm done with this, yo.
Man, listen, it's a seasonal thing. Y'all gonna have snow for a few more months.
Yeah, we are. We definitely
are. You know what I mean? Y'all won't be out of the woods until April.
I hope the winter dies down a little bit. Just please, just like let it die down a little bit, because it's still icy. It's hard to shovel because it's still icy underneath. So it's like It's a little hard. It's a little hard. But you saw the thumbnail today. You saw how you know what's gonna happen. We spoke about this.
So I ain't got a lot of time because today my girl's birthday.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But man, what happened with Wemby? Like he this wasn't an injury that happened on the court. So this is something that must have been diagnosed with or something. He said a blood clot from what you were telling me earlier. Give me the rundown.
Yeah, so basically those who don't know what that is, so it's like a little, here I can tell you what it is. So yeah, he was diagnosed with a blood clot in his left shoulder, and I don't know how he got it, but they pretty much said that he was diagnosed with it. I think like it happened like right after the All-Star season, and I don't know, and that's basically what they said. I'm trying to figure out what they called it. I'm trying to see like what was the like.
So it must be serious though, because basically it was more like, some for him to be out for the whole season. That's a lot. I mean, they whole races down the tubes.
Okay, so it's called axial subclavian vein thrombosis. That's what it's that's the blood clot in the right shoulder. That's what Wemby has, and like I told you, and I'm gonna tell the fans, and I'm sure the fans can knows this, that Brandon Ingram was he had it too. Same, like same placement, same situation. He had a season ending because he had a blood clot, and this was just unexpected because it came out of nowhere. Like we see how fine he was, during the All Star, he played really well during the All Star, and I'll give him that. But it was kind of that's a scary, like that's a serious thing. Having a blood clot in your right shoulder, like that's serious. And the fact that like it cost him to have a ending season, like like that's scary.
Wow.
So
So
yeah,
I know the fans got to be devastated because
they are
I
because
mean, my goodness, that's
yeah because yeah
a crazy. I was just about to go get some tickets to go see him, so now I don't know.
right because it's and this came from a Bleacher Report. Shams he reporting for ABC NBA Countdown on Spurs with Victor Wembanyama and Greg Popovich. So not only did they lose Victor Wembanyama, but they also lost Greg Popovich because I don't even know that he's still dealing with a stroke. So he's out as head coach.
Yeah, well, you know what? If Pop out from a stroke, it might be over then because
Yeah, but
he already, Pop got to be almost 70 now.
yeah, and it's just crazy to see how and the thing is he's young to
Right.
to see him go down like that at the All Star and to let that come out to the media and to every fans of the NBA to know that their star best player on that team is out due to a blood clot.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's tough.
yeah,
Tough. Sorry for this, Spurs fans. That's definitely
yeah,
a tough
yeah.
blow.
It's not, yeah, because
Uh,
it said that Wemby was diagnosed
yeah,
with a deep vein thrombosis following his return. This was February 16. This is when he came back. Um, when he came back from the All Star week. The
this must have something they knew about because
the
it ain't like it just came out of nowhere. He must have had some kind of history, but it was just under control. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's a lot.
um,
Just a
and
lot.
then yeah, Spurs acting head coach Miss Johnson, who has led the team since Popovich was sidelined in November, told reporters that Wembanyama underwent tests after telling medical staff his arm didn't feel completely normal. The medical
Right.
experts and the people that are smarter than everybody in the room have had said and confirmed that he'll be done this year, and there is no concern for Victor's long-term health personally or
Mhm.
anything related to his basketball activities. Johnson said while announcing Wembanyama's diagnosis Thursday per ESPN. Johnson added, "There's no reason to believe he won't be ready to go starting next season." Wembanyama, who turned 21 in
Right. Well,
January, was leading the NBA in blocks per games for the second straight season. At the time of his diagnosis, he will end his sophomore campaign averaging 24.3 points, 11 rebounds through 46 games.
yeah, that's terrible, man. Well, my condol, man, my speedy
Yeah,
recovery for Wemby because he definitely was the alien force that we all was
yeah,
looking
he
for.
was.
So
Yep, because the WI.
but
Mhm.
it just means some of the young guys get a step up, get some experience,
Yep.
and you go from there. Hopefully they, only thing that can help them now is, maybe they can get a better position in the draft. They can draft somebody, and get some help because they still need a few more pieces. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, yeah. I was just saying that too. Like, cause in I
yeah.
remember I remember I had this conversation too with one of my friends,
Huh?
and they were saying like, um, how do you feel about the Spurs so far? And I was saying like, with women being down for the rest of the season and not knowing, not sure if he'll return for next year, what kind of pieces do you think would fit best with the Spurs in that lineup? Like like they're missing what? Like they're missing at least one good piece. At least one good piece.
There ain't two pieces. You need to get
Two?
another point guard because CP
Okay.
ain't gonna be there forever.
He not.
So this is the time somebody should be there so they could get under some tutelage for him.
So
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 I definitely would get a guard, and then they need one more veteran,
you
but
want a
not to the
three?
over the hill. They don't need nobody as old as CP. They need a up and coming, somebody who's been in the league about 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Solid piece defender. I mean, well, not so much a defender. Well, I take a defender slash four. Somebody like, what's my man that played for Milwaukee? What's the boy that played with Giannis? Milford Crawford. What's his name?
You talking about Middleton?
Yeah, Middleton. They needed someone with a similar game like Middleton. A little
Yeah, they
defense, a
got
little bit of
traded.
offense, something like that. And then you need a guard. And then anybody that's a good 3-point shooter. That's the three pieces they need to go around with because at the end of the day, he is a great defender, great blocker, but you still got to have
You
some
gotta have
perimeter
some.
defense on
Yeah,
the perimeter
you gotta have some.
besides rim protection.
Yeah, and that's true because when you look at these teams and you kind of like this is this is why I feel like when you watch basketball like me and you, Deshaun and everybody else like we watch basketball and then we kind of analyze certain teams and we kind of like understand
Amber,
like
give me
oh
1 second. Go ahead, take the show for 1 second. Give me 1 minute. Go ahead,
I
keep
got you
talking. Give me 1
I got you so like I'm saying so like when you watch certain teams you kind of like look and see what certain teams are missing because with OKC you could tell like they weren't missing any kind of pieces at all because they were already developing to get better either way. You know, when they had CP3 on OKC, you know, teaming up with Shea and Ludor and everybody else, like like that kind of role. And then when you look at the Kings, like they're they were at a downfall, but then they start adding some pieces, and then they became better. When you look at Memphis, they added pieces and they became better. When you look at Cleveland, they added pieces and they became better, and now they're the number one
minute.
team
So
team in the
so I'll
league.
tell you what. Like if you look at Cleveland, Cleveland is a great example of just get you a get you a premier player,
Yeah,
what they have, and then
they just
get you
picked up a
some
vet
young
too. Yeah,
pieces, around it, and let them boys develop. Because I remember Wemby in his rookie year, I went to see him play against Cleveland, and that was a year before that was the year after they got Donovan Mitchell. So they've had Donovan Mitchell, I think if I'm correct, for about 2 years now, right? 2 or 3 years, and they've been building stronger every year with the since they got Donovan Mitchell, and then all them other players is not so much household name, but them boys putting in work.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I would take anybody, and that just show you need to have a premier piece, but you need to have a lot of good supporting cast, and everybody stay true to their role, and then that's the recipe for success.
Yeah. Um.
What's going on with your Warriors?
Hey man. So the thing about that is during the All Star week, and I kind of heard a little bit of a Draymond conversation with the team of TNT, and he basically spoke on that like after this All Star week, we kind of finalized our complete roster, but it's not complete. But we kind of finalized the roster going in after the All Star week, and he said that we're going to win another ring. And after he said that, I'm like, oh, so he confident. he's confident that they think that they can win another ring. Okay. I mean, I'm confident too that I feel my team can can still have a chance to get up there, but
Mm-hmm.
I just know that my team, the Warriors, is gonna face some tough competition. So
Right.
like
How is
you
it
got
working out with the new guy they got from the Heat?
Jimmy. Oh, perfect. He fits perfect.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler.
Steve Kerr. Yep.
So I like the piece of Jimmy because Jimmy basically that Draymond can just play a lot more defense and he's the enforcer for the team. So I do like that. But I was reading, me, I'm always looking, and the internet puts so much trash out. But I saw something where they were saying that they're gonna try to get LeBron
I did see that.
to come to the Warriors, and
I
then
did
they were
see that.
saying
KD as well.
KD and LeBron come right here before after the draft, after All Star week, and they send them, and then that's gonna solidify they run with them two pieces coming off. So you think maybe Draymond must know something we don't know? If he's confident, what you so confident for with just Jimmy? Because
Well, I think
Jimmy, and Curry ain't the recipe 100% playing against
I just
the West. The West right now is still stacked. OKC, and the thing about even OKC and them, they're always in
Denver.
there, but
Yeah.
with the way the roster stand currently, I still see it hard for somebody to beat LA in a 7-game series with the addition of Wemby going down.
Yeah, and not only is it OKC,
And Dallas, didn't AD get hurt in Dallas too?
he's out. I think he's out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, so now that's just tailor made for them two injuries is significant blow to the West because now
Now that we
that
think,
put
yeah.
LA in the mix with anybody.
Now that we
Anybody right now with the current roster should be, you know, LA got a chance to be anybody in the West right now with the current situation with the injuries.
all right. Now do we think the situation between like who actually won that trade now? I honestly think when I look at Dallas, they had it good,
And
but
the fucked up thing is because AD always fucking get hurt.
he always get hurt. He do.
He out for the
And
season, they said.
when I looked at it, when I looked at it, they said it was his groin that he hurt, but they specified like he was just out, and there was no date of his return
Mm.
because not only was he down, they lost Gafford, they lost two of their other centers. I think Gafford came back, and then somebody else came back. Caleb Martin, who went to Dallas, he got hurt like the day before Davis got hurt. So, I, honestly, every big that Dallas has been getting hurt, staying hurt. Like I feel like Dallas is starting to become the like almost identical to LA, just having bigs that consistently just stay getting hurt. Because
Right.
with LA, they had to get rid of Christian Woods because there was no date of when he was going to return.
That was the guy that came from Charlotte, right?
Christian Woods,
Yeah. Well, then they trade for somebody from Charlotte and they sent him back.
Mark Williams,
Okay.
but they traded up Christian Woods to get a center from Sacramento because Sacramento required another center, so they got another center from Sacramento, and he fits perfectly too. Good wingspan, good rebounding, everything. So to see them fit perfectly well with LA, and then with Luka chiming in and him stepping up and really progressing because he dropped 32 points last game against Denver, and they beat them by 23. They won 123 against Denver, beat them by 23 points.
Wow.
Luka and LeBron, Austin Reeves, and then I believe there was another guy that they all had 32, 25. Austin Reeves scored big. But yeah, so and this is why I say when when I spoke on the trade, right? When I spoke on the trade, you really think requiring Anthony Davis, a two-way defender, is really going to prove the defense. It did in the first game
Well,
he came
well,
back.
the only reason why we having this conversation because he got hurt. Like I said, if he wouldn't have got
Right.
hurt, then
It'll
I
be
feel
right.
like that
We would have been
because
talking about
at the
this.
end of the day, he did. It wouldn't have taken no time for AD to gel with them. He
Mm-hmm.
instantly goes to the number one, him and Kyrie and Clay. So those guys been played before. All star teams, whatever the case may be. But with Davis out, that's. And so as you said, like I said, LA has to be winning right now because you got rid of somebody who potentially could have been hurt, and now it blew your season. Because if AD was in LA and they get hurt right now, LA is out of the contention.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? So
we just think
you
yeah,
know, with the injuries, obviously that changes the landscape of the whole team and the league. So LA is in a position to go ahead and grab one.
right.
You know what I mean? I would like to see OKC do something with it. You know what I mean? Because they're young and hungry, and get some new play, some new faces in the finals. But at the end of the day, we can't discredit LA in no kind of way.
Yeah, because yeah, and for OKC, Chet Holmgren just came back from his long injury, and now you got two really offensive and good defensively bigs. You got Hardenstein and you got Chet Holmgren, two good defenders, two good offensively bigs, and to see both of them play side by side with each other, big help with OKC. And I honestly think that OKC is going to be in the finals this year. But despite who they're going to face, it could be anybody coming out of the East. It could be either Boston, it could be Cavs, it could be anybody who was in that top five over on the
Hmm.
East. But
You know what? I think, and I'm just biased on Boston because every time I bet them on FanDuel, they lose.
they do they lose some big games. They will lose some big games.
I can't
And
believe them dudes, man. So I don't have no confidence in Boston.
I don't. I
Not to
don't.
repeat. I don't think they're gonna repeat.
Nah.
Period.
Not how Cavs is playing, and not how
Yeah.
any other team
We
is
would
playing
like to see
right now.
Cavs and OKC go at it. That would be a good one.
Yeah, and I actually,
Or Cavs and I think the Cavs should come out the East.
what's interesting too, because I was hearing Kevin Garnett. He's saying that he picked a few teams that he would love to see battle out in the Western Conference. To
Mm-hmm.
see them straight battle out. He said it's either like a Boston Celtics versus LA or or just like any big teams. He would love to have a crash out in the Western Conference and then make their way to the or I would love to see because if it's OKC in the finals and it's either like I would love to see OKC and Cavs 100% to see
Yeah,
those.
I think that would be a good finals, new
Yeah,
energy, new teams.
because
You
think about
feel
it.
what I'm saying? But even in that series, who do you give the favor to? Who do you think will be favored in that series?
Honestly, like this is something that like the Cavs, because the Cavs have been the most favorite, has been there for 3 past years since since LeBron's been on that team. So I would definitely say Cavs would probably be in that favor. But I feel like
Okay.
OKC is probably gonna upset them because like think about it, like Cavs and OKC have been going at it. They've had two good, really good matchups. Cavs beat them one time at home. OKC beat Cavs at their home. So I feel like it's gonna go to Game 7. it's a Game 7 series between those two teams, and I feel
Oh
like
yeah,
it's gonna
I
be
definitely say 6 or 7 for sure.
yeah, one
To me,
hundred
that's a pick 'em. I mean,
right.
if Cavs favorite, they ain't blowing them out.
No, and
You know what I mean? So,
and I'm a Child
and
fan.
who got the best record between them two?
The best record I can pull it up right
So
now.
whoever got the best record would get home court advantage, and then that would be
I
crucial.
think yeah, I think that's how they do it too. When they do certain like
Yeah, whoever got the best
yeah,
record.
yeah. So I'll put the standings right now. Cavs is 46-10.
Because what happens is, let's say if one is a 1 seed and one is a 2 seed, I
Mm-hmm.
think it go by overall record.
It do go by overall record, and then based off where they are, they gotta face that. They gotta face that team. So so OKC is 45-10. They because they won last night, and then Cleveland is 46-10 because they're on a 6-game win streak right now. So they won.
Cleveland is who? 46-10.
Yeah. So yeah,
So them are the two best two teams in the league right now. So that would be a good series.
exactly. And
Good series. So if they
yeah.
got the same record, it's gonna go down to head to head.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, the one team that I'm so impressed in right now is the Detroit Pistons.
I've been seeing Detroit been doing some
We
things. I
have
don't
been,
even know who on their teams.
guys. I apologize. We have not been talking about the Detroit Pistons at all.
I've been seeing them. I've been like,
I've been
you
seeing them
know,
too, man. I've been seeing them
you know
too.
how I see them because I'll be betting against them and they've been winning. So I'm like, okay, who on the team? Who they
But and it's crazy too, is because I feel like they haven't made any trades. I feel like they kept that same team. They just got better.
got? Yeah, they start jealous. Yeah.
Did you see what they've been calling them?
No,
The Bad
no.
Boys Pistons.
Nah, that's the now we going too far.
They called them the Bad Boys Pistons.
Nah, so you know what the original Bad Boys, why they called it Bad Boys, when they had Joe Dumars, Vinny Microwave Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, Bill Laimbeer, Sally Rodman. That's the original Bad Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Mahorn, those original Bad Boys, but they called them Bad Boys because they were so rough. You know what I mean? They had the most flagrant fouls. They was just a real physical team. So I haven't seen the new Detroit Pistons play, but for you to be called Bad Boys is because that original Bad Boys was when Detroit won back to back. I don't know if you remember when they won back to back championship rings when they had Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas in the background. Probably one of the dynamic backcourts in the NBA back in that day. So that bad boy stigma is something that they got from the physical play they had. So I don't know if this new team plays like that, but they ain't bad boys because they bad, like, oh, they hot. That bad boys name or logo was because them boys play super physical. That's where they created the Jordan rule because Jordan was in there getting punished.
The Jordan rule. Every time Jordan plays us, man, we gonna punish him.
Well, the Jordan rule was like, well, their Jordan rule was that you ain't coming in the paint. Nobody comes in the paint without getting hit, even if you cut through the paint. You cut through the paint. You ever heard when you cut through the paint, you chip the man. You don't let nobody come in your house without putting hands on them, and that was what their rule was. When I say putting hands on, I ain't talking about a finger. I'm talking about putting some hands on them.
You know, it's crazy because
Clothesline, elbow, hip check. Don't come in the paint. And if you come in the paint, wasn't no free shot and one. It was tackle their ass and then make them go to the free throw and earn it from the free throw line. That was what they was implemented, was why they were so serious in there about the Jordan rule. And back then, the NBA average game was 100 points or less because of the physical play in the paint.
Yeah.
Magic and them was the first one when they came with the late show. Remember, we went over this before. Remember, I told you when Magic and them came, they called it the late show because they played late at night. It's a West Coast team, and all Magic and them want to do is run up and down the court. pull baseball passes in the end. Ball never touched the ground. Magic and them was some of the one was prolific with having opportunities where they got a rebound, pushed the ball up the court, and it never hit the floor. Ball never touched the floor.
That's crazy.
So you know what I mean?
That's how
That's how
you
they was
know.
first ones to start averaging 120 points a game back in that era when the rest of the NBA was only averaging 100, and that was because the physical play. And then now that's why everybody old school guy like we say, from me old school to the new school like y'all, they done got soft. Now
Yeah,
you touching with a finger. Oh, they flopping and all of this other kind of foolishness. And back
yeah,
in the day, that wouldn't even get a call.
yeah. Honestly, like that flopping just became like it just took over the NBA and it became worse and I would get furious because I was seeing it and I'd be like, bro, what is this? Like like
Right,
like even like and it's crazy because like this is my generation of basketball and then I'm just watching and I'm like, bro, what? I can't even like, bro, like y'all are grown men. Man, if you don't muscle your way to the paint, stop flopping, bro. Like, come
right.
on, bro.
Man,
Like,
listen, that you're gonna have to write a book, Aaron, to let them young people know stop that flopping.
yeah, because that flopping is kind of like just garbage, dog. Like, come on now, bro. You're 30, 20, 40 years old, man. Man, play ball, man. Like,
Right, right.
but my thing is too, and I had addressed this to some people about like because people are making edits and saying like Luca is trash, like he is washed up, like
Wait, 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 wait.
he isn't the same
Okay, let's not even have this conversation because for
because
anybody in
you
the
know what
whole
I said.
entire world that
You know
says
what I
Luca
said.
is trash, that's hate. That's hater.
You know what I said. I said that he's not washed. He's not trash. The man only played at least 3 games or two. He is still trying to find his role and still trying to find his way in the game with his new team. And once he finally gets comfortable,
Who
it,
said that? I know you got your sources, but who calls Luca trash?
everybody,
Besides these, but that's haters.
everybody,
The
and
man is
and
okay.
yeah,
So how can he be trash when he's top five in the league?
he is top 5 in the league.
Okay, so
But the
how
thing,
can
but
he be trash
that's what I
when he's
said.
top five in the league?
That's what I said. And then they were like, "Oh, you must be a Mavs fan." I said, "No, I'm not. I'm speaking facts. If you
Right.
want to
Yeah.
talk about it, we can like you can take my number
Tell
or
people to stop talking with their heart and talk, visualize the game, and give
exactly."
respect. Respect is due. The man is an all star.
And the crazy thing is too, like he's never been trashed. The
He's
man,
about to be the face of the NBA.
exactly. And the crazy thing is
The
too,
whole Laker move was to give him one of the biggest market platforms so that he can broaden his horizon and on his way to becoming the new face of the NBA. Not just like the Anthony Edwards stuff when they were getting on him talking about he don't want to be the face. Well, you're dumb because I ain't gonna say you're dumb, but you just killed your hand as far as endorsement money. Because who want to endorse you when you telling people I don't want to be the face of the NBA, I just want to play.
right? Because you want to say that he's washed and that he's just trash, but the man
But
on the
tell them,
Mavs,
but Aramis asked them when you talk to these people, you're a diplomat, you're a sports analyst.
mm-hmm,
You have to ask them, and what facts support your statement?
if you look at his stats, if you look at
No,
how
no, no,
he's
no.
playing,
The person you're talking to who's saying that he's trash, what factual evidence supports them to say that?
there's no evidence because he's not trash.
And I challenge you the next time somebody come up out of their mouth with the foolishness, ask them, okay, so give me some supporting evidence to say he's trash.
I'm gonna just have him come on the show.
And yeah, tell him to come on the show. And if he want to say, well, he had one game that he averaged less than he had, then we can go back and look at every NBA player in the history of the game is going to have a bad game. And then what are we considering a bad game to? His all-star stats or to just a bad game? Because some people don't even get in the game at all to begin with. And then if you're a person who in the game, look how many starters have a game and they don't even score 10 points.
Yeah, and the thing is
And they're a
too, like,
starter in the National Basketball Association league, and you don't
yeah,
score 10 points as a starter. So then again, what's the barometer or the gauge to say one NBA player has a good game or bad game? Because you have to base it off of something.
right. But the thing is too, and the 2 to 3 games he's been playing, he was dropping like 12, 14, but he will also come out with a double or a triple double. So you can't really
Exactly.
call him washed if like bro, you expect this man to come out and give you 30 and 20 the moment he comes to LA and haven't played 2 or 3 games and oh not bro, you gotta drop 30. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
let the man get comfortable. Let the man, get used to playing with a different team, and let the
Mm-hmm.
man warm up. Because I tell you what, the moment he finds his rhythm and the moment he finds his spot, it's
Mm-hmm.
over. This man,
And the thing about it, when you go to a new team, Aramis, like that, you got to remember he's playing with King James, who
exactly.
who touches the ball at the one. And now Luca goes to a team where he can get the ball at the one anytime. And now you're going to sharing possessions with King James. It's going to
Exactly.
take a little time.
Exactly. So you can't like
Not
the
a lot of
man.
time, but it ain't going to happen first game in.
But my thing is too is that if y'all are saying stuff about this about Luca, why wait until he's with another team and then you talk trash about him because what he's dropping his points and then he's finally
Man,
giving you a
um,
32
hey,
point
hey,
game.
Aramis, emotional fans.
That's what I'm saying.
EF or ME or EF,
But
emotional fans.
right, but the thing is, these people who I was talking to, they weren't. I could tell they weren't Mavs fans because the way how they was going off, I'm like, yeah, bro, y'all not
No,
Mavs.
they're emotional. I'm saying not
Yeah,
Mavericks fans, emotional fans.
and yeah, emotional fans because, but like it's just like I'm saying, and that goes for any player who joins a team. Like they had to find their way to get comfortable with this team, and then
Mm-hmm.
just really it'll take time for that player to develop and and find his role, and then they'll come out and give you a good amount of scoring.
Right,
Same thing with Luka. The man destroyed Denver along with LeBron, with Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura and everybody else, and then he dropped 32. LeBron
right.
dropped 25.
Yeah, and that's because he gave up the ball to Luca a couple times.
Right, because Luka was heating up. He dropped 27, I
Yeah,
think, in the second half, going to the third quarter. I think. Yeah, he dropped 30. Yeah, he dropped 27, then dropped 32,
right.
and then LeBron, took over the rest and had 25. Austin Reeves kind of chimed in a little bit, put up some points too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you can't expect like how is he washed? The man is 25 years old.
The
How is he
haters,
washed?
haters,
He's not even in his prime yet. The
haters.
man is still playing ball. Wait till this man
Right.
actually
Yeah,
starts pulling
well,
us some
when
instructions.
Luca and them make it to the finals, we gonna see if they still talking about the same. If they got that
Exactly.
same
Talk
energy.
about he's washed. Man, get out of here, man.
Right. Exactly. So
LeBron.
so so, Aramis, I got two questions I'm gonna pose, and then I'm gonna go and jump off.
Okay.
So, the first one is, how do you feel about? I saw where Michael Wilburn was on there from DC talking to Stephen A. And they were talking about that the NBA All Star Week sucks because nobody respects the game because you're not having the best athletes go out and compete. They just running up and down the court, shimmy sham and no real competitiveness. So I saw something that said that next season for the All-Star week, the NBA is going to introduce one-on-one tournament for $1 million.
Kyrie initiated that too. Kyrie wants the NBA All Star to have a 1v1.
What do you feel about that? Do you think that's good for the league or bad?
Having a 1v1
It used to
tournament.
be they had it before because I can go pull up one where Kareem Abdul was playing against Dr. J one-on-one All-Star weekend. So it's happened before, but they want to bring it back. So what do you feel about that? Because now if it's a one-on-one and you put some money out there for it, now it's going to get real.
I feel like you should bring it back.
You think it's good for the sport?
I feel like it
I
is.
think they had a
You
picture
need
of
to.
Kyrie going against Wemby one-on-one.
Oh yeah, you see how he cooked him. Yeah, he cooked Wemby. But the thing is about the whole 1v1 situation, and I feel like you need to add some things to make it competitive
Mm-hmm.
because when
Yeah,
you
because right now it's really a joke thing. It's just more of
yeah,
a celebrity party,
and
but you don't really see no good. I mean, did you watch the game? Was it good? I didn't watch the game.
bro, listen, man. When I tell
The
you
dunk contest, I saw the white boy win for the third time,
Matt McClung,
which
yeah,
he
Matt
got
McClung,
hops.
yeah,
But I mean,
Matt
other than
McClung.
that, was the actual All-Star game really good?
Listen, man, I'm gonna break it
Because
down.
other than that, they just letting the boys go up and down the court and
Yo,
score with no defense.
yo, I'm gonna tell you this right now. There was no defense. Too much celebrating, too much commercial breaks, too much everything. The 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 commercial breaks and halftime show was like 2 hours and 30 minutes. The All-Star game was like 31, 45, 41 seconds. It lasted 41 seconds. It was so quick, man. It's hope too much shooting. Every bigs was just shooting threes, splashing, whole bunch of turnovers. No, just nothing. Like like
Mm-hmm.
like it seemed like y'all were just playing pickup ball or y'all were just playing like middle school basketball, high school basketball. Y'all didn't
Well,
get it.
it looked like just a showcase game.
Yeah, it's just like I was expecting because of the format that they had, they made it to a mini tournament where 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 the team needs to reach 40 to win the game. Man, forget that 40, man. Play a full on game and then you actually play some defense. You actually put the effort in. But the whole situation with you asking about the 1v1 being brought back, yes, you should because put the money on the line. Ant, Kyrie, everybody is going like, you know what, man, come up. 1v1 me right now. Money's on the line. What's up? Because that
Hey,
because that'll bring back the
I,
competitive.
I think it's going to be interesting, and then I think that
Yeah,
it should be a lottery, like because you can't just pick the matchups. Let them pick,
did
or
you
let
see? Yeah,
don't like. I think you should have the participants, and they don't know who they play until actually the drawing right before the matchup start. Like they should
right,
have that part of the presentation where they show that they select each player who plays who out of a raffle, and then they
right,
have the bracket. They have to set the bracket as
right,
part of the pregame, and
right,
then everybody can know who they playing and they get right to it. Like that should be. It shouldn't be pre-orchestrated the day before. It should be right the day of, and you know who you're playing the day of.
right. And I
I
also
think
think,
that would make for good TV.
of course, and Kyrie is he also commented that he would destroy everybody
And I
in it.
don't think Kyrie would win the whole thing, to be honest.
No,
Me personally, I think he would lose.
I mean, he'll make it to the final to the
Well,
showdown where
I don't know
which
how
is
far he would make it, but at the end of the day, you have to make the rules favorable because if it's make it, take it,
it
he
does
might
depend
not
on the
never see the
rules.
ball.
It does depend on the rules. So you can't
If
just go
it's
out there
make
and
it,
say
take
no.
it. But if it's you trade if you miss, you trade, or if you make it, you trade. That means that you're gonna get touches. But if it's make it, I keep it until you stop me. Then that'll change the ball game too, because then that's
Right.
where you can say you have to stop me, and then I can use big bank take little bank because I will just back you down every time.
Exactly.
So but at the end of the day, you got to make it competitive some kind of way. So I would be interested to see how they work that out. So that's I think that would be good for the league though. Good
Yeah.
for the league for sure. The
Also,
other piece I got for you is I saw a TikTok with Tracy McGrady. Don't know if you've seen that. Seen T Mac. T Mac came on and said the guy asked him, T Mac, who would be your starting five?
I
Anybody
seen
that you
that.
could pick in the league.
I seen that.
So
He
T
said,
Mac said he want LeBron at the one, Kobe at the two, himself, T Mac at the three, Tim Duncan at the four,
mm,
Shaq at the five.
mm.
Now
No
that's a
MJ.
tough,
No
tough.
MJ.
Nah, no MJ. They said
Wow.
he going with LeBron at the one,
Okay.
Kobe at the two,
Kobe at the
Tracy
two.
McGrady at the three,
Ooh.
Tim Duncan at the four,
Mm.
Shaq at the five.
So hold on. So you mean to tell me you got the king, you got the Mamba mentality, you got you got
T
T
Mac,
Mac, you got Mister
big basic,
Fundamental,
big fundamental, and
Big
then you got
Fundamental,
Godzilla.
and you got Godzilla. Who's stopping that lineup? Who is stopping that lineup, yo?
Yeah. All right. So let's post that again. We got LeBron James at the one, Kobe Mamba Bryant at the two, LeBron King James at the one, Kobe Mamba Bryant at the two, Tracy T Mac McGrady at the three, Tim Big Basic Duncan at the four, Shaq Diesel at the five.
Yeah, because think about it. And the crazy thing too is that Kobe, T Mac, and LeBron they could. I feel like they could all switch spots.
Man, all of them can interchange. Only one can't interchange is Shaq.
Exactly.
And Shaq can go from four to you can go Shaq at the four or at the five anytime. Him and Tim can trade anytime.
Exactly. Because
Kobe is the shortest player on the team.
exactly. So Kobe could definitely just play the two and one for real. For real. Think
So
about
you don't need an MJ when you got Kobe. That's right there.
it. Exactly.
So who
Now
do you think you give me a five that can compete with that without using the same players?
compete with that.
Take a second to think about it. Let me grab another beer. Think about
Oh,
that.
oh my God. With Shaq, it's do you know how hard that is? Because you got LeBron at the one, you got Kobe at the two, Mac at the three, Tim at the four, and Shaq at the five.
Well, let's put a play. Let's put a team together. Let's put a team together between me and you. So I would
Okay.
put Magic at the one,
Mm,
MJ at the two.
mm.
Now let's take it from there. Who you think could go at the three,
At the
four, or
three.
five? So I think
So
Magic at the one and MJ would straighten that out.
because Kobe and Mike was going at it. So
Who would
against
be your three?
Tim Duncan, I'll have to go with KD.
So you put KD at the three?
2018 Kevin Durant. 2018
Okay,
Kevin
I
Durant.
like Kevin Durant at the three. Okay,
Kevin
so who
Durant.
you putting at the four?
The four, we need some muscle with that one. What about Moses Malone?
Eh, I like Moses, but not against that lineup.
Not against Shaq,
Nah, well, Shaq playing the five.
right? So
Yeah, Moses couldn't do. I'm not saying he couldn't get off. I just wouldn't pick him at 4 or 5. He wouldn't make that team for me.
what about
I would probably look at like
what about Giannis?
uh eh, I would probably put
Nah, I think Shaq's too strong for Giannis. He's too strong.
yeah. I would probably put like
Giannis.
well I would probably put at it, I would put so we got Magic at the 1, MJ at the 2. At the 3, I would probably put that's the tough one.
I'll put KD against
Yeah,
Tim.
no. I would take KD. No, we take KD at the 3. So we
Take
got
it.
Magic, we got
Hold up.
MJ, and
Magic.
KD. I like that. So at the 4, I would put Akeem Olajuwon at the 4.
Ooh, against Tim Duncan.
Akeem Olajuwon.
Okay. Okay. The
I
five.
would go at Akeem the Dream. Akeem the Dream with the Dream Shake. And at the 5 for Shaq, that's the tough one. So I got 2 players in mind.
What about
And
Kareem?
then I'll put 2 players out there. And if you can think of one, you put one, and then I'll let you pick who you would pick out of those 3. So my last choice would be Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, or you tell me who you would pick, and then we pick out of them Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem, and then maybe one other person who you think you would put there.
Uh, Dwight Howard.
No, not Dwight. No, that's a 5. Shaq would kill him inside out every time. And they battled before. It would be a good battle. I'm not going to take no shade on Dwight, but I wouldn't pick Dwight right off the bat because I think Kareem and Wilt would be a better pick for them. But
Well, I did say Kareem.
yeah, Kareem or
I
Wilt
did.
Chamberlain for sure.
I would say
And then
Kareem.
if I had to go with any other person, I would go with Yao Ming.
Yo, me. I forgot. Yo. Oh my god. It's actually crazy because I used to watch highlight clips off Shaq versus Yao Ming, yo.
Yo, Yao can go, bruh.
Oh my
Yeah, the
god.
only thing messed up Yao was he got a foot injury, so he couldn't play because of a foot injury.
Oh, why did I forget
Bro,
about him?
so if you had Magic at the 1,
Mm-hmm.
MJ at the 2,
That's a big
KD
lineup.
at the 3, Elijah at the 4, and Yao Ming at the 5.
That's it. Y'all me. Nah, y'all me right there. No, I don't want to hear it. We're picking
we
y'all
got
me
we
for
got to
here.
pose that question to the fans. Who do
Yo,
you like? Do you like LeBron at the 1, Kobe at the 2, Trey T Mac at the 3, Tim Duncan at the 4, Shaq at the 5 versus MJ? Magic at the 1, MJ at the 2, KD at the 3, Akeem Olajuwon at the 4, and Yao Ming at the 5. That's the poll question right there. That's a mean lineup right there.
dude, you understand with those teams facing off in the Game 7 series?
Yeah,
Do
game
you know
7.
how long it would take? Do you know how many overtimes it would
All right,
be?
so let's do one. You put them two as the poll question. Who is your 6 man on each team?
Who's your 6 man?
Any player, don't any position. You could just bring one. You pick one, I'll pick one.
Okay, so for
Who you
Trace
bringing off the bench?
for what for our team or T Mac?
Either one of the teams. Just give me 2 6 man. Let's look for 2 6 man to fill into them teams. One play with Shaq, one play with Yao team.
For Shaq's team, I want to put Penny Hardaway.
Me at the 6. Ooh,
Penny Hardaway
yeah.
right there.
Wow. That's me. I ain't gonna even lie.
Penny
Because
Hardaway.
Penny Hardaway gonna come with the he gonna I didn't even think of that one. That's a good one.
It just
That's
came
a,
to top of my head. I was also man Penny Hardaway.
yeah, Penny. Have you seen Penny highlights? Yeah,
He
yeah.
was
Him and
nasty.
Shaq came out with together in Orlando.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and
Him
and
and Little Penny. You know, they had Penny and Little Penny.
and and the reason why I say that because him and T Mac teamed up too as well, and like I feel like him and Shaq
Yeah,
definitely with those three together, yeah,
yeah. I would
100%.
take. I would take for that one. I would take an old school player,
Mm.
and I would take Dr. J coming off the bench.
Mm. I didn't see too much of Dr. J's highlights.
Dr. J was mean. When I tell you,
I'm about to
his
look him up.
hands were so big. He was the first one. You see how Jordan do all the moves and all of this. Doc was the first one because his hands were so big he could palm the ball, and so when he dribbled, he could almost dribble and clutch it coming up. So it was almost like a palm. So if you look up some of Dr. J's highlights, and Dr. J was the only one that won an ABA and an NBA championship before they merged.
That's crazy.
Dr. J would now, if I had to go new school, if I had to go a new school player, then I would go with let me see who I would go for new school. I would probably have to go with like let me see. Who would I go new school? Dr. J would be my sixth man. But if I had to go new school, I would probably say
For for
probably maybe say coming off the bench, give me Reggie Miller. Have you ever seen Reggie Miller highlights?
hmm
Yeah, I would go maybe Reggie Miller.
yeah,
Reggie Miller was pretty tough. You know, there's probably some other people I could probably put in there too. But it's tough when you look at the lineups that you got.
yeah. So I just looked up Dr. J's hand size, size 11, 9.5 inches long by 11.75 inches wide. God
Bro.
dang, bro!
Bro, bro,
What?
the man can take the ball, Aramis, he can take the ball and dribble it and catch it and hold it and dribble it.
No, hold on, hold on. No. How big was Shaq's hands, yo?
Yeah,
Because ain't
you,
no way.
you got it. Yeah, let's see what Shaq hands is. And then
Yo,
you can that'll give us a good comparison. Because Shaq,
nah,
a big man. And Doc was a 2-3.
yo, that's crazy. Shaq was just 1 inch off of Dr. J's. This was 12 inches.
Yeah, and Shaq is a big man. Shaq is 1 inch bigger. That
Yeah.
just said that speaks volumes for to tell you how Doc was so cool. Doc was the one that did you ever see the cradle where he took the ball and cradled it and dunked it?
Mm,
When he cradled it, he was just holding it in his hand. He wasn't rubbing it and holding it against his arm. He just holding his hand to tuck it away.
yeah. But the thing is too, notice how like the hands are compared to this generation's like hands.
So wait, let me make sure I got that right, Aaron. But you said Dr. J's hands was just as big as Shaq's.
Exactly, because Shaq's hands is 12 inches. And Dr.
And he
J's
11,
right
11 point something.
11.75. Yep.
So it was a quarter. So Shaq hand was barely bigger than his. And just think, Shaq played under the paint. Played the 1, 2, and the 3.
That's absolutely insane. Yeah. I got no questions for that, bro. That
Yo,
was
the man could take the ball. You know the move where Michael Jordan do like this? You know, he take the ball and flash it in front of him and pull it back. He got that from Doc. Doc, look, Aramis, look. Aramis, look. Doc would take the ball and put it in your face, holding it just like this,
that's
with
crazy.
the ball holding it. And you try to knock it out of his hand. When you reach, he teach. You ever heard that term? You reach, I teach.
Oh yeah,
Imagine when somebody reach and try to get the ball out your hand because you're palming it because the ball seems like a little tennis ball in your hand.
that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, bro. Nah.
That's what separated Dr. J from all the players. Because you just said it there. Shaq's hand is only a quarter inch bigger than Dr. J's. And Dr. J played the 1 and 2 and could jump through the gym.
I'm just
Hard
I'm,
to imagine, right?
I'm just in disbelief, man. The fact that this man has almost
You
a quarter.
speechless, Aramis? You
Um,
speechless?
yes, bro. Because how in the world can somebody have a quarter inch of Shaq's size of hands, yo?
He just a quarter
How
inch
is that?
less. A
That's what I'm
quarter
saying.
inch ain't, but listen, quarter inch is this big,
Yeah, that's the issue right there. Because
and
there's
Shaq
no
is
way.
300 some pound gorilla. And this man played a 1 or 2, handling the ball at the top of the paint. Hey, listen, he got one move, Aramis. He threw it between his legs and caught it with one hand and palmed it. Threw it between his legs, caught it with one hand off the dribble, palmed it, and bring it out. Or he'd do they would say it was a palm because he would catch it like this, like a hezzy, hold the ball suspended in there, and then drop it back.
I gotta look up some videos on that,
Yeah,
man.
pull up some highlights. I promise you.
I gotta
The
see.
man was a problem because his hands were so big.
I gotta see that because that's just crazy to me.
The
That's
Aramis, look, you know how you go through your legs like this? So
mm-hmm.
imagine going through your legs, catch it, hold it in the air like this and palm it, and then put it back down. Catch it, hold it, palm, put it back down.
The man is literally palming the ball while doing a crossover every
Yeah.
time.
So it's like a hezzo. Through it, leg, hold it, suspend it, keep your hand on top so it's not a carry. Hold it, suspend in the air for a minute, hold on, then bring it back down.
That's crazy.
Because remember, if your hand under it and you turn over, that's palm.
Mm-hmm.
He would catch it mid off the dribble. Look, off the dribble, hold it, freeze, put it back down.
That's insanity, dog.
So imagine you, and you're a very good defender. How do you guard that?
I'm not guarding that.
As soon as you think you're going to step to him, and are you going to shoot, pick it up, and then he put it back down, and he did it just long enough so it's not a carry. And you can't call it a carry because he didn't switch the ball over. He just, suspended it in the air for like a half a second or so and then put it back down.
Yeah, nah, I'm not guarding that.
You understand what I'm saying? And then just think, when you go to the hole, so just imagine when you go to the hole, Amos, they always tell you to guard the ball and hold it. The man can go to the hole off the dribble, grab it like this, move the ball around in midair, and then find an opening because he can palm it.
Man.
You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't like you just go basic layup like this. He'd get the ball, and it was no need to go two hands. So he'd just go woo, 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 and then lay it up. Because his hands were so big, he could hold it and put it anywhere he wants.
That's absolutely insane, yo.
So that's what made it super hard for the man to defend. Because if you ever look at his clips, pull up his clips. He never, ever had two hands on the ball ever when he go up for a layup. It's always one hand holding it because he just had enough strength to hold it in one hand, and he can move the ball around while he's in the air. He can do all of this with one hand and then lay it in. That's why you see, look, watch it. Look at my hand, Amos. He had the one joint, he caught off the dribble, wound it up around like this, pulled it back, and then dunked on you.
Listen, notice how notice how there are female players in this generation that came upon my ball right.
And the man, listen, he would do the ball like it was a yo-yo. You familiar with what a yo-yo is?
Yeah,
he could move it and listen. So imagine he doing all this and the ball is in his hands.
That's crazy.
Pull up a highlight. I tell anybody to listen to us, pull up a Dr. J highlight. The man's hands were so big. So imagine, Amos, if you guarding and the man go through his legs off the dribble and he got the ball like this. Look here. and he putting it all in your face like this, all over the place like this off the dribble, going to the basket. So it ain't like you got to worry about his body. You usually want to block the ball, but you swatting all over the place, and he just playing with you because he moving the ball around, it all around you. Most times you go up to make a block, you're going to go in one direction and swat at it. So he got you looking like a fool because once you swat at it, you're not going to be able to recover your hand back to try to go in a second swat. Whoever you ever seen has a double swat when they're blocking the ball, unless they use their second hand.
No.
Dr. J. That's why they call him the doctor of the basketball. He's the first player in NBA history to get a doctorate degree in basketball. And he never went to school for it.
That's crazy. No wonder why
did you know that?
No, I did not know that. No wonder why they call him Dr. J.
He never went to school. He's the doctor. He has a doctorate's degree in basketball and never went to school with it. They gave him an honorary doctor's degree for basketball for the things he could do on the court. Google that. You Google that and you pull it up and read that right quick. Honorary doctors. How did he become doctor of basketball? And that's cemented in his name. Only player in history ever be anointed as, or not appointed and awarded with a doctorate degree in basketball. Google that and see what it say.
So you said, how did he become Dr. J?
Yeah, no, listen. Google up. How did Dr. J get a doctor's degree in basketball? It was an honorary degree that the National Basketball Association gave him that says, we'll give you a doctorate degree. Only player in history to ever be awarded a doctor's degree, education degree in basketball. That's what it wasn't a nickname. It was official.
Hold on, let me look at that.
You probably could Google Julius Erving awarded doctor's degree in basketball, something like that.
He got a bachelor's degree or something like that. It didn't show on the actual. I wonder if I could find.
Yeah, something in Google to say, how did he become a doctor's degree in basketball? I think he went to Massachusetts or something. So he did get he went to college, so he did get a bachelor's degree. I'm talking about a doctor's degree in basketball is what you want to look up for Julius Erving.
Yeah, this is Julius Erving, also known as Dr. J, didn't earn a degree in basketball, but he earned a bachelor's degree in an honorary doctorate from the University of Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
So it's an honorary basketball degree.
Yeah, degree. Yeah.
Now, how do you get that unless you can ball? An honorary doctor's degree?
I don't know.
I'm trying to tell you. Give me some hard facts.
That's crazy.
But look how many basketball players you know. None of them got an honorary basketball degree.
Nope. Not one.
Only player in history that I know of.
It's Dr. J, Julius Erving.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this
and they call him. Hey, listen. When I used to watch him, he played with the 76ers. He won his NBA title when he was, and this was in the end of his career. He probably was. If you look it up, how old was when he won with the NBA champion with the 76ers? Look, see how old he was. He had to be at least 36 or 37 at that time. And he still was schooling cats, just like LeBron right now. And he had one earlier in the ABA before they merged. He went to the ABA because they offered him more money.
He was likely in his early 20s.
No, when he won with Philly.
Yeah, in his early 20s.
No, for the NBA, not ABA, NBA.
Oh, okay.
ABA he won when he was in his 20s because he went to the ABA, the American Basketball Association. See how old was Dr. J when he won with the Philadelphia 76ers championship?
Trying to.
When he won, when he was in the 20s, he won in the ABA.
Why ain't give me an age?
He
Hold
played
on.
with him, Mo Cheeks, Moses Malone. All of them was on his team when he played with Bobby Jones. I remember that. That was in the 80s.
It's making me do a whole bunch of work for this.
Uh-huh. My bad. I didn't mean to make it do work. I thought it would come right up.
It's I put how old was Dr. J when he won his first
No,
championship?
not his first. Don't put first. When he won an NBA championship with the Philadelphia 76ers. Don't put first. That's what's throwing you off. Take the first out because he won before that.
So his first NBA.
I would Google it, but I don't want to drop me off the podcast.
Right,
But
good.
he played for the
Oh,
NBA.
28.
How much?
He was 28 years old.
28 years old when he won with Philly.
Yep. 1983.
There you go. See?
Dr. J won the NBA championship with the 76ers on May 31, 1983. The Sixers beat the Los Angeles Lakers 4-0 in the
And
NBA Finals.
listen, they swept Magic in them.
Dr.
And
J
Magic
played
in
well.
them had won two, but they was going for another one because remember Magic won in his rookie season when he played all five positions in 1980.
Dang,
When
all
he got
five
rookie of the
positions.
year, Magic was the only one I know got rookie of the year and won the finals and got finals MVP all in one season.
That's
Magic
crazy.
got rookie of the year, won a championship, and got the MVP of the championship in his rookie season. That's how cold Magic was.
That's crazy. Dr. J, it says here too that he played with Philly for his entire NBA career. He was voted for MVP in 1981. He retired from basketball in '87 after becoming the third professional player to score 30,000 career points. Dr. J played in ABA and NBA for 16 seasons. He won 3 championships, four MVPs, and 3 scoring titles. He redefined the forward position and made the game fun to watch. That's crazy.
Yeah. Now go to Magic's joint. Pull up Magic rookie season. Rookie of the year, NBA Finals championship, and NBA MVP. Played all five positions in a game seven because Kareem got hurt. Rookie season. Now we
Urban,
going back getting the young bucks some history now.
I'm learning everything right now. Urban Magic Johnson's rookie season was in 1979 to 1980. He was drafted first overall by Los Angeles Lakers. He averaged
Listen to that, and the number one pick.
number 1 pick. If you go to his stats, he averaged 18 points a game, 7.7 rebounds a game, and 7.3 assists per game. Selected to the NBA All Rookie Team, selected to start in the NBA All Star Game. He achieved his first NBA championship, won his first NBA Finals MVP, and became the first rookie to win NBA Finals MVP award.
Now say that again for a rookie. Number one draft pick
Number 1 draft pick as a rookie,
as a rookie.
won his first NBA championship, won his first NBA Finals MVP award, and became the first rookie to win NBA Finals and MVP award.
And he made all-star team. Started.
Yeah, if you go to highlights in the title clinching game, Johnson scored 42 points, grabbed 15 boards, and had 7 assists.
42 as a rookie in the final game. Give me
Johnson
that. Big bank take little bank.
Johnson played all five positions in the title clinching game. Johnson's performance in the title clinching game is considered one of the greatest feats by our first player in NBA
And the
history.
history. Okay, youngs. Okay, now let's talk about this one real fast. I'm gonna get off.
Okay,
What
okay.
young boy? What other player have you ever heard with those stats as a rookie? Ever?
Not one player. I mean,
Did you? I know when you read it, you was in disbelief that he did all that in his rookie season. No NBA experience.
no NBA experience. Man came in and just said, "Man, you know what? I'm gonna do how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna turn NBA into a street ball. I'm gonna just act. I'm gonna just go crazy."
The man won. So Mary, let's just preface this for our audience. Here we
Okay.
have a player, Urban Magic Johnson. They got a magic from the streets. They just said that because what he could do with the ball is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Here you are, NBA first round draft pick. All the pressure in the world, no
Mm.
problem. Make the All Star team, no problem. That's midway through the season, right? Then we make it to the playoffs, and I get to the finals. Not only that, I get to game seven, take over game seven. We talking about a rookie still. Drop 42 points, play all five positions because players got hurt, went down, and got finals MVP. Let's just think about that for a minute.
Alongside with 15 boards and 7 assists.
Lowest
That's crazy. And he's in his rookies, and he was a rookie.
rookie.
That's crazy.
And you know who drafted him? The Lakers.
LA. LA drafted him.
I'm a, end. Hey, listen, we gonna end it on that note because there's no other rookie. If anybody can tell me a rookie, he arguably we have the GOAT conversation and all of that. But what NBA player has ever even done that in one season?
No one. No one except MJ. I'm not MJ. I mean, Magic. No one.
I mean,
No
and
one.
I'm not disrespecting no player, and I love Curry and all of them, and we even MJ. MJ didn't win a championship till he was 7 seasons in, and then I don't think MJ even ever played all five positions. I don't think there ain't too many players. There are some players who play five positions, so I don't want to think like there's
Yeah.
no other player that done that, but there's no other player that carried his team at the pivotal game seven in the finals NBA championship game to do that. That has never been repeated, ever. Nor has a rookie ever. LeBron came in and he did his thing as a risk. We can talk about rookies. So let me ask you this: who was the most impactful rookie that you know of? Whether he won a championship or not, who would you give the best rookie ever that you ever seen in your time?
And
Because I know you ain't seen Magic in your time. You weren't born yet. But for you to read the stats to know that that's real evidence, I know you had to be with it. You had to be have an epiphany like, damn, that's impossible. Is this a misprint?
because because it is like I've never seen a rookie win his first championship as a rookie, win Finals MVP as a rookie, and not only that, but became the first rookie to win NBA Finals and an MVP award. No rookie has ever done that.
And he scored what? How much points he scored in the final game to win
40,
it? How much you said he scored? 42.
42 points, 15 and 7.
He had a double double in the game seven of the NBA Conference Championship.
No rookie. No, I have watched every single rookie since day one until this day, and not one of them has did this. Not one of them.
And,
Not,
and,
even-
and
not
Amos,
even
I'm not for
LeBron.
sure if you ever Google magic like that, but I'm glad that you read it for yourself. This ain't something I told you. You read it, that you did the factual checks behind it. This is in the record books of the NBA.
Listen. This is why this is called Basketball Truth and Knowledge, because we talk about the knowledge and we speak the truth. This is why it's called the Basketball Truth and Knowledge. Because you know why? We talk basketball, and guess what? We speak the knowledge of the old and the new, and we tell the truth. Because you know why? We got the facts right here. So I don't want to hear nobody saying, "Oh man, you don't know nothing." I don't know nothing, but guess what? I pull it up, and I'm learning it now. So
yeah.
There you
so
go.
When people want to talk about, and now the GOAT conversation has more levels to it. But if you take one rookie in the history of the game, nobody has done what Magic has done to this day. Nope. And I would love to see if somebody can match that, because you can't beat it because he already did it.
I would love to see somebody. Yeah, I would definitely love to see that happen, because this is just crazy. Like, and like to have an end in the title clinching game, to have a double 42 and 15, and then to play
a rookie. Say with me, a rookie.
And then in the other notes, Johnson was expected to help the Lakers win championship despite the dominance of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Johnson's season helped establish the Showtime Lakers. Like it's and then won a first NBA championship as a man. Nobody doing that, dog.
hey, Harris, how you saying? Play the music, baby. Play the music, because there's nothing else to talk about. We can't follow up any conversation after you just said what we just said. There's no other basketball information we can give you that can top that right now.
Okay. Hey, man, listen, man. Thank you guys for joining with the live, man. We had a fun time speaking with some old and new basketball generations. Some new knowledge that I learned from myself, from my co-host. And I want you guys comments and questions about how you feel about the wemby situation, and how do you guys feel about who won the better trade between LA and Dallas, and who do you think is going to shine out of the East and West going into this coming up NBA Finals coming up soon in a few months? Give you guys an opinion on that. And next show, I will be speaking on the big three going into retirement soon: KD, Curry, and LeBron. I will speak on that next episode. I will do a recording video on that, so stay tuned to that.
All right.
With all being said, it's the Basketball Knowledge. I am your co-host, Aramis.
I'm Ray Daniels.
And peace out, y'all. Have a wonderful Sunday day.
Peace.
All right, bro.